So let's say you have a supplier such as this, entertainmentearth.com, and you want to find products from the supplier to sell on Amazon. Now, to do this manually could take a lot of time. However, you can also use sourcing software, which is going to cost a bit more for you to do. But I actually devised a Google Sheet that can help you automate this process as well, and without the monthly cost of software. So I'm going to show you right now the concept behind how it works, and then I'm going to actually show you how it works. So first of all, it is just like doing it manually. Now, when you come to a supplier like this, first of all, I should say, one thing you might want to do with this particular supplier is you'll see that they have a lot of different deals going. And so you might, for instance, want to go to one of their deals. For instance, buy 3, get 1 free. Okay, this pulls up a certain product page, and now what I'm going to do is actually open up one of these products. All right, and this is not what I'm going to do ultimately, but I'm just showing you the concept. And then you highlight the title and you will search that title on Google. This is the typical way we do this. Then we scroll down and try to see if we can find an Amazon link that is hopefully the same as the original product from the supplier. And we also hope that the price on Amazon is significantly higher than the price of the supplier. So we have to do that comparison. Sometimes it turns out to be profitable, sometimes it doesn't. Now, of course, doing this over and over again for many different products will take quite a bit of time to do. And so what I do instead, using my Google Sheet, is I first of all, using a free Chrome extension, I'm going to pull all of this product data, including the titles, off of this page with a free Chrome extension, called Instant Data Scraper. I'm going to click on it, and now in this case, it put the red box right around the products. Sometimes it doesn't. You have to click try another table, but in this case, it's already around the products. And then if you want to pull in more pages, you can also use locate next button, and that will pull in even more pages. But instead of doing that, I am going to just go ahead and take a look at the CSV that it picked up for me here. And what I will do is just go ahead and download this to a CSV. So it collected 60 rows, so that should be about 60 products, typically, if it's 60 rows of product data. Now that I've downloaded the CSV to my computer, I'm going to head over to this the supplier Amazon Matcher profit calculator. Now I'm focusing on the Amazon Matcher part of this right now, just to let you know. So what I'm going to do is go to IDS CSV. This is where I'm going to bring in the product CSV I just downloaded from Instant Data Scraper. So I'll go to File, Import, and Upload, and Browse, and this is the file that I just downloaded, Entertainment Earth. I'm going to go ahead and open that, replace the current sheet, click Import Data, and that will import the file to this sheet. Okay, so now the file is here. Now, really, at this point, all I really want is to get these titles. First of all, the links to the products as well, the titles, and the prices. Those are the 3 main things that I need. And I want to get them into this sheet where I'm going to actually find the products on Amazon automatically. So one option is to just simply copy and paste the data over, and you can just do that. The other thing is to set up a columns map where you're going to tell the system what columns match from the CSV to the spreadsheet. Okay, don't worry right now about completely understanding that process if you don't. I have a tutorial I explain it in more detail. Right now, though, I am going to just set up a quick columns map so you can see what that is. So I'm going to type Entertainment Earth as the name of the supplier, the columns map, and under titles, I go to the CSV, and whatever or wherever the titles are, okay, I'm going to take that column heading for the titles from the CSV, and I'm going to copy it over here to the under titles for the website Entertainment Earth. Okay, then I'm going to go to URLs, and don't worry if the line gets erased or anything like that. Okay, then I'm going to go over to URL. These are the product URLs. They're usually the first column. In this case, they're not, but they're usually the first column. But pretty obvious that these are the URLs, right? You can see the website address here. All right, so I'm going to copy this column heading, and again, go back to the columns map, and I'm going to paste. And if you don't want to erase the lines, you can do paste special values. And now for the prices, I'm going to go back again to the CSV, and I'm going to get the item price. Now they have the old price, and then they have item price. This is the one that I want. And so I'm going to go back over, to columns map, and I'm going to paste this. Now, you might notice that I already have other columns maps in here. Actually, let me go back and do that again. Item price, copy, columns map. So basically, if I've worked with suppliers before, then I may already have a map. And sometimes I even need two maps for one supplier, right? Okay, but with each new supplier, you have to create a new map. So now what I'm going to do is choose the supplier map, Entertainment Earth, and I will simply click Import Instant Data Scraper CSV. And now it's going to, according to the map that I just set up, it's simply just copying the data from here, from the CSV, to supplier and Amazon data. That's all it's doing. And again, I could have used copy and paste, right? I could have simply highlighted these titles, right, all the way down the sheet, and you can use Control-Shift down to make it a little faster on your keyboard. And I could have just done right-click copy, and I could have brought those over and pasted them in here. And I just want to make sure you know that, so that if you have problems with the columns map and the import, just use copy and paste. All right. So that's basically it. It should import the data over here. So now, I do want to mention, now this is a supplier that I've made a video with before and I've looked at before, and they had products on Amazon. So I knew they had products on Amazon, or at least I expected these products to show up on Amazon. You should keep in mind, depending on the supplier that you're looking at, they may or may not have products on Amazon. So you may want to investigate their products manually, not all of them, but a couple of their random products randomly. Make sure that they're even on Amazon first before you even go through the trouble of downloading the product data and copying it into the Amazon mattress system. So that is something that you just want to make sure that you do. Okay. Now, once the titles have shown up, and it did take a little while, but once the titles have shown up, and the prices will show up eventually too, that is all I need. This system literally just like I did, where I highlighted the title of the product and then I searched it on Google, that is exactly what this system does. So you're going to go up here to find Amazon products. It was a button, but now it's a menu, and you will go to start finding Amazon URLs, and it will start finding URLs starting on the first row. And actually, I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to click up here and do it. Start Amazon URLs and see if it will. Okay, so I see it started on the row after rather than on the actual row. That's because I changed the way it starts. So I'll probably change it back to how it was, where it will start from the row I'm on rather than start on the row after. But either way, it's going to do its job of matching all of these products as it goes through the list. As you can see, the ASINs are also extracted from the Amazon URLs for your convenience, so you don't have to sit there copying and pasting ASINs in case you want the ASINs to upload or whatever you need them for. Now you'll notice that there are numbers showing up next to these. It's comparing the title to the URL, trying to give you an idea of how similar they are. Here's the Star Wars product that I first looked at manually at the supplier, and this AMZ means the Amazon link, and I'll click on that, and as I expected, it should be the same product because I just did it manually and it found the same product on Google. So that's the same product. So those two obviously match, and if I keep scrolling down, keep going down the list, many of these will match. Is it possible that products do not match? Yes, some may not match. It is possible that some matches won't be matches, but many will be matches, and it depends on the supplier. It significantly depends on the supplier and the particular product, and sometimes just what happens in that moment. Sometimes in a particular moment, whatever the search engine puts on top is kind of what tends to get selected. And if they put the wrong thing on top, so this is system, the Google Sheet, it depends on search engines to do it. It's not using barcodes or anything like that. All right, it is actually just a manual search. Now, if you highlight, hover over the these links, you can actually see the image of the product before you open them, so you don't have to waste time opening a bunch of things that aren't the same. Okay, so here you can see that these are the same products just from the images. All right, see the product at the supplier, see the product at Amazon. These are like exactly the same images. Okay, so that's what I like about the suppliers, that I know that their products, I know my system will find their products on Amazon. All right, so that's what you want to do: work with the supplier where the products actually will show up. All right. Okay, and that is just depends on the supplier, that they have products in common with Amazon. Now, that is pretty much the process. I mean, the green ones are more likely to be matches, but they don't have to be green to match. That just means the match percentage is over 50, meaning the URL has words in it that more than 50% of the words are matching to the title, are found in the title. And that's basically what it means, right? So if you look at this URL, it says Funko Vinyl Soda Star Wars, and then if you look at the Star Wars, and if you look at the figure title, Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi Vinyl Soda figure, so it has a lot of words in common, and so it gets, you know, a 57% match score because of the title and the URL similarity. All right, and that's basically how that works. Where if you look at, let me find one that did not match. If you look at these two which did not match at all, you see that it has that lower score. And if you look at the URL, you see Marvel Legends, Thor collectible. And then if you look at this title, it also has Thor in it, but it's Love and Thunder. So, you know, there were some differences there, but there was enough similarity that the search engine thought that this might be the product, right? But it's not. Okay, so Bing, Yahoo, whatever search engine pulled that one up was just wrong in that moment. Okay, and that is just how that works. But as you can see, many of these actually match. Now, really the next step of this is really to get the Amazon prices in here to see if these products are actually profitable. You can do it manually. You can just go ahead and manually open each of these. And if you have a Chrome extension like I have, you can do profit calculations much more quickly right inside of the Chrome extension. But you could also use some kind of calculator like one of my spreadsheets or your own spreadsheet. Or I might even have a calculator. I think, yeah, I do even have an Amazon calculator made some years ago on my website, which I need to start sharing again. So basically, you can use something like that also. But sometimes it's going to be real obvious, like this is not profitable, the price is the same, basically. But the faster way to do it is going to be using another software, which I can explain perhaps in another video, because I don't want to do everything here right now. You can get the data in the Amazon data from another software that I use, which I don't have open unfortunately right now, which is Keepa, and you can pull all the Amazon data for this, including the prices in bulk. Now you can also try import XML prices. In fact, what I'll do is I'll show you another option, but it's really not totally reliable. I did throw it in there because it does work sometimes. This is Google Sheets has a built-in thing called import XML, which is supposed to import things from web pages, and Sometimes it works better than others. Sometimes I'll run it and I'll get a lot of prices. Sometimes I get a lot of these not founds. It just doesn't pull the price sometimes. So it's kind of a hit or miss, but you can use that as a substitute, and then you can do others manually, or you can use the software, as I'll explain perhaps in another video. And I've demonstrated in other videos. You can watch those and see how to use Keepa to pull the data in here. And then what you can do is, if you're dealing with FBA and you need FBA fees, well, FBA fees are not on the page, so it can't be just pulled in with import. So the FBA fee, you'll have to either go figure out what it is with the FBA fee calculator, or from Amazon, however you do it. Or what you can do is just kind of come up with a generic FBA fee based on the typical size of the product. So if you know that these are all entertainment figures and you have an idea of their FBA fee, maybe you look at the FBA fee for a few of them and you see that they tend to be $3. I'm just making up a number, right? Or let's even say 5 or whatever. Then you can just put $5 here, but I think I'll go with 3. And then you can just say set FBA fee, and it will just put a $3 FBA fee for all these products. And I know that's not actually the FBA fee, but it's just an estimation. A lot of people don't realize who use the system that this is really, the profit part is really an estimation. This is just to give you an immediate estimation in bulk to make your job a little easier, to give you an idea of who or what is most profitable on the list of products that you're looking at, right? Most likely to be profitable. And then you can look at the product in more detail to get, more details on the actual profit of the product, right? But of course, if you don't have Amazon prices, that's not, going to be good enough to just have the FBA fee. All right. And if you have an idea of the ship, if you're doing fulfilled by merchant, maybe you want to put shipping costs instead that you think you're going to pay to ship it. I don't have a set shipping, but you can just type in a number and just, obviously just put a number for shipping if you were to do shipping, and just pull it down. This is a spreadsheet. You can use it like a spreadsheet. You can just do things that you would do on an ordinary spreadsheet. And so that's basically the idea. Not a complete idea, but just a little idea of the profit section of this sheet. I didn't really go into it much. And of course, you have the supplier cost, and if you have shipping from the supplier, you might want to put that too. But typically, if you're doing arbitrage, you're going to buy enough to get free shipping. They're offering free shipping on all orders of $59 plus. So if you're doing that, you're going to probably try to make sure you buy $59 worth. You don't need to buy many to get $59 worth if one of these is like $14. And so you're going to get free shipping, so you don't even think about the shipping cost. You might want to consider tax if you have an idea of, if you know what your tax percentage is, you could do that. And that's, basically going to be your supplier cost section pretty much. But if you need more detail on that, I have videos where I go into a little more detail on all of that. And by the way, when you use Keepa, it's going to give you the rank as well and the FBA fees and all of that data, which I can show you in another extension of this video. So I hope you gathered something from this and you get an idea of how this tool is used to enhance manual product research. It's not sourcing software. It's not a system that goes and finds products and says, here are profitable products. Here they are. This is something that you're going to use to aid your manual research, where you're not going to have to physically sit there and highlight every single title and Google it over and over again for, a whole page of items. Okay. And remember that you can pull in even more pages than what I did. I did 1 page, and you can continue to source even more products this way. So this was just 60. You could have done hundreds of these, right? Or I could have done in this case, since I'm the one doing it. So that's basically the idea, and that's it. So if you have further questions or any comments, suggestions, or anything like that, I have contact information where you can contact me, and of course you can use the description of the video, but really contacting me directly is probably a good idea. I'm Mr. Mark, and I do look forward to hearing from you, or just seeing you around as part of this project in my channels.